every ethnicity, every political party in this country. So when we talk about poverty, people tend to think of the poor as those people, but increasingly it's all of us, including Republicans who lost their jobs and their homes and their 401k and their savings accounts. Corporate greed, political indifference hitting all of us.
The fact is that we are in the middle of an economic disaster. And it is crushing people, and it is very dangerous because it can sap their spiritual capacity to dream that they can have a better future. I mean, this is an enormously big threat to this country. And I think we greatly underestimate how dangerous it is. Now, let me give you again a practical, common sense approach. And Jeffrey probably knows this story dramatically better than I do, because I think you've spent time in Bangladesh. But if you look at the Grameen Bank story, loaning small amounts of money, only to women, by the way, in order to create micro-entrepreneurs through micro-lending, that would be technically illegal in this country. Because if they actually set up as entrepreneurs in public housing, they break the rules. If they set up as entrepreneurs on unemployment compensation, they break the rules. I mean, there are a whole series of ways in which we basically say to people, be passive. You know, we ought to be thinking to ourselves, if we could wave a magic wand and tomorrow have 6 million small businesses, you know, one of the things we ought to really seriously look at if we're going to do tax reform is, how do you replace the FICA tax? The FICA tax is an anti-poor, anti-worker, anti-small business regressive tax. It's the Social Security tax all of us pay, and it's the first big hurdle to create a job. How could you design the equivalent of a Pell Grant for starting your own business? Not just what the SBA does, but trying to reach out here and realize that every American potentially could be an entrepreneur. Again, there's a Peruvian economist, Hernando de Soto, who did brilliant work on the notion of how do you empower people to rise by becoming productive, and what is it that cities, for example, almost everywhere, pass so